Welcome, everyone. Today, we are going to explore something powerful, something that silently controls your life every single day: your mind. Have you ever wondered why some people keep moving forward no matter what happens, while others stop after one small failure? The answer is not luck, talent, or background. The answer is how they train their mind. Because the truth is simple: your mind can be your greatest weapon or your biggest enemy. And once you learn how to train it, everything in your life can begin to change. Imagine waking up every day with a clear purpose, strong focus, and unshakable confidence. Imagine facing problems without fear and handling challenges like stepping stones instead of obstacles. This is not a dream. It is a skill. But here's the question: why do most people fail to reach this level? Why do they give up, even when they have the potential to succeed? The answer lies deep inside their thinking patterns. And today, through this story, you will understand how small changes in your thoughts can create powerful results in your life. There is a place where thoughts grow like seeds, invisible yet powerful, shaping everything around them. In this place, every idea has a choice: to become strong or to disappear. Some thoughts are filled with doubt, fear, and hesitation, while others are filled with courage, clarity, and determination. The difference between success and failure begins here, in this silent world of thinking. And the moment you understand this, you begin to take control. At first, the mind is like an untamed field. It grows whatever is planted in it. If negative thoughts are repeated again and again, they become strong roots. They begin to control decisions, actions, and even emotions. Slowly, a person starts believing that failure is normal and success is too far away. This is how most people lose without even trying. Not because they are weak, but because their mind was never trained. But something interesting happens when awareness begins. When a person starts observing their own thoughts, they notice patterns. They see how often they doubt themselves. They realize how quickly they give up when things get difficult. And this awareness becomes the first step of training the mind. Because you cannot change something you do not notice. Awareness opens the door to transformation. The next step is control. Not complete control at once, but small control over small thoughts. When a negative idea appears, it is not accepted immediately. Instead, it is questioned. Is this true? Is this helping me? Slowly, the mind begins to learn a new habit. It stops reacting instantly and starts thinking carefully. This small shift changes everything. Because now, thoughts are no longer in charge. You are. With time, discipline enters the process. Training the mind is not something that happens in one day. It requires repetition, patience, and consistency. Just like a muscle grows with regular exercise, the mind becomes stronger with regular training. Daily habits begin to shape thinking. Positive inputs, focused actions, and clear goals slowly rebuild the mental structure. And this is where real change begins. Another powerful element is belief. The mind follows what it believes. If it believes something is impossible, it will find reasons to stop. But if it believes something is possible, it will find ways to continue. This is why belief must be trained carefully. It is not about blind positivity, but about building trust through small wins. Every small success sends a message to the mind: you can do this. And that message becomes stronger over time. There is also the role of focus. The mind often jumps from one thought to another, distracted by noise, fear, and unnecessary worries. But when focus is trained, the mind becomes calm and sharp. It starts working on one goal at a time. This reduces confusion and increases clarity. And when clarity increases, decisions become easier. This is how successful thinking is built, step by step. Failure plays an important role in this journey. Most people see failure as an ending, but a trained mind sees it as information. It asks, what can I learn from this? Instead of stopping, it adjusts. Instead of quitting, it improves. This mindset turns failure into progress. And this is one of the strongest signs of a trained mind. Patience is another key factor. Results do not appear immediately. Sometimes it feels like nothing is changing. But deep inside, the mind is slowly being rewired. Old patterns are breaking and new ones are forming. This invisible process takes time. And those who stay patient during this phase are the ones who eventually see powerful results. There are moments when doubt returns. Even after progress, the mind may slip back into old habits. This is normal. Training the mind is not a straight path. It has ups and downs. But the difference now is awareness. Instead of getting lost in doubt, the mind recognizes it and corrects itself. This ability to recover quickly is what makes the training effective. Environment also plays a silent role. The thoughts you hear, the content you consume, and the people around you all influence your thinking. A supportive environment strengthens the mind, while a negative one weakens it. This is why it becomes important to choose carefully what you allow into your mental space, because your mind absorbs everything, even when you are not paying attention. Consistency becomes the real secret. Not intensity, not speed, but consistency. Small daily efforts create big long-term results. Even when motivation is low, continuing the process builds strength. Because discipline does not depend on feelings. It depends on decisions. And every disciplined action strengthens the mind further. Slowly, confidence begins to grow. Not loud confidence, but quiet confidence. The kind that does not need approval. The kind that remains stable even during challenges. This confidence comes from experience, from repeated effort, and from understanding your own mind. It is not given. It is built. Clarity of purpose also becomes stronger. A trained mind knows what it wants and why it wants it. This reduces distractions and increases commitment. When the purpose is clear, the path becomes easier. Decisions align with goals and actions become meaningful. This is how progress becomes steady and focused. At this stage, the mind no longer fears challenges. Instead, it welcomes them, because challenges are now seen as opportunities to grow stronger. Every problem becomes a chance to improve thinking. And every difficulty becomes a test of mental strength. This shift changes the entire experience of life. Gratitude also becomes a natural habit. Instead of focusing only on what is missing, the mind begins to appreciate what is already present. This creates a positive emotional state, which further strengthens thinking. A grateful mind is a powerful mind because it stays calm, focused, and motivated. Eventually, the transformation becomes visible. Actions change, reactions change, results change. The same person who once struggled with doubt and fear now moves forward with confidence and clarity. Not because the world changed, but because the mind changed. And that made all the difference. But the journey does not end here. Training the mind is a lifelong process. There is always something new to learn, something better to improve. The goal is not perfection, but progress. Every day offers a new opportunity to strengthen your thinking. In the end, success is not just about achieving goals. It is about becoming stronger, wiser, and more aware. It is about building a mind that supports you instead of stopping you. And once you achieve this, success becomes a natural outcome. So remember, your mind is always listening. Every thought you repeat becomes a belief. Every belief shapes your actions. And every action creates your future. Train your mind carefully, and you will train your life. Because the real success does not begin outside. It begins inside your mind.